everyone. I wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about quite a bit today, and that's at what point in our lives do we stop feeling okay with being a beginner at something, right? With learning something new and starting fresh. Because I know this is something I've struggled with a lot over the years, and as a perfectionist and somebody who's trying to kind of course correct that and learn new things and try new things and accept that, because nothing's ever going to be perfect. I've been thinking about this, and when we're younger and we're around our peers or going to school, we're all learning at the same time. Everything is pretty new to us, and we're trying to figure things out. But at some point, I've noticed a lot of people kind of get this inhibition to stop asking questions because it makes them feel like they don't know the answer, which they don't know the answer, but they stop feeling comfortable not knowing the answer. And so we kind of just stop trying. We either pretend like we know things when we don't, or we avoid trying things because we don't want to start from scratch, essentially. And I don't know if it's necessarily because it can seem tedious to start something from the beginning. I think it has more to do with this insecurity. Again, I'm kind of talking from personal experience, kind of not wanting to seem like you don't know something. And I think that's so crazy, in hindsight and from like an outside perspective on it. Again, this is something I have done myself, and so I know it from a first-hand account, but also like trying to, in more recent moments of my life, trying to kind of get beyond this idea of you have to be perfect at everything, because like it's unrealistic. I'm kind of unraveling this idea of why do we feel the need to not just be perfect at everything. I think there's a lot of societal and peer pressure in that regards, and a lot of comparisons we have between ourselves and those around us who might be excelling at something. But to expect anybody to be perfect at anything, for one, but also at everything, is insane. And I feel like, I know for me personally, it stopped me from wanting to try a lot of things, because I don't like that feeling of not being good at something or not knowing. But I think there's a lot of value in that. I think it's very humbling, but I also think it's a great way to like learn new skills and everything, but also to just have any kind of growth. You might find something new that you're really good at, or you really enjoy, that you didn't think about before, or maybe you've realized something you've maybe always wanted to try but been too scared to, is something that maybe isn't for you, and you can move on to finding something else that you want to try. Or maybe you just find out you're terrible at it, and that's okay. And maybe you're okay with being terrible at it, and you just kind of accept that because you're just having fun. And I think there's a lot of value in something like that. And for me, part of starting this channel was about not knowing anything that I'm doing. My experience with YouTube in general is very limited. I outside of like listening to some music and watching music videos, or a few podcasts here and there, I've never even really been on YouTube all that much, I suppose. And in terms of creating videos and all of that, I don't really have much experience. But it's just something I wanted to do to kind of pull myself out of my comfort zone and really force this idea of it's okay to not be perfect or an expert, or to know what you're doing. And it's something I'm trying to be more comfortable with, because I really do think that there is a lot of value in that, and I think it's a great way to learn so many things and to open yourself up to a lot of opportunities. So it's just something that I've been thinking about that I wanted to share. And for anybody who might be watching who has also had those inhibitions, this is my encouragement to you to just let yourself begin. And I think it'll be really freeing and a really good growth experience. So I hope that is the case if you do try it. It's a lovely day and evening to sit outside, and I hope that you, if you haven't already gotten outside today, you do so. Anytime's a great time to get outside, so I highly encourage that, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.